In this video, we'll take a look at the budget feature in Buildertrend. Your budget is where you'll manage all internal costs for each job as well as across your entire company. We'll start by navigating to the financial header and then selecting Budget. Before we begin discussing the ins and outs of the budget feature, it is important to note that you should, at this point, have your cost code categories and cost codes set up in your account. Without cost codes, you'll lack the detail that will grant you insight to see exactly what your company is spending and why. On the left, you can see a breakdown of your cost codes. Your cost codes are organized by cost code categories that you have set up in the program. When viewing this screen, your estimate is essentially your budget. As you fill out your estimate, it will automatically populate in your Budget tab. The Estimates column will reflect those estimated numbers. You do have the ability to lock your estimate. What this will do is add a Revised Cost column to your budget. This will allow you to lock in your estimated numbers, but still have a working budget to see how accurately you are estimating. You'll be able to compare your Estimates column against your Revised Costs column to see if you're coming in lower or higher than your estimated budget. Moving to the right, the Bills POs column is your way of adding actuals. Refer to this as your in-scope costs. Once you begin creating bills and purchase orders, the amounts of those bills and purchase orders will be populated in your Bills POs column. So at this point, you're not only seeing your estimated costs versus your working budget, but now you also can see your actuals next to those other numbers. For those that have set up their account to include time clock labor, the time clock labor column will display your labor costs that have been tracked in Buildertrend's time clock feature. The total bill PO cost column is the cost of all your bills and purchase orders as well as any builder variances. The total cost column is the total cost of everything we've added up, such as bills, purchase orders, builder variance, customer variance, as well as time clock if you have that integration set up. The paid column will help you see what has been paid for that cost code. The outstanding column is how much is left to be paid. To discuss variances, we'll begin by talking about customer variance. Customer variances are any additional out-of-scope costs directly associated with a change order or a cost that will be covered by your customer. If we look at a change order, for example, when creating a purchase order directly from that change order, the purchase order will automatically be marked with variance code 72, Customer Change Order. If you do not adjust this cost code, this cost will feed into your budget into the Customer Variance column, letting you know why you're paying more on that line item and that it's because of a customer variance. Regarding a builder variance, there is a variance option within your purchase orders. Any other variance code, be it theft, an error, etc., those will flow into your builder variance column. Builder variance is any additional costs that you are not going to offset on your owner. These costs are not included in the contract price, and you are responsible for the cost. Again, this is helping you track that if you're spending more than anticipated, why is that? Is it because of a customer variance or a builder variance? So as you can see, organically, as you use Buildertrend, all this information will route back to your budget, giving you an accurate depiction on what your internal costs are for this project. Finally, you do have filter options for your budget. Off to the right, you do have some additional reporting options as well. You can also collapse and expand all rows depending upon the level of detail you're wanting to see at this particular moment. Learning how to read and navigate your budget is very important to increase the detail and knowledge of your job costing. This concludes the video, and if you have any questions or require additional support, feel free to browse our Help Center or contact us, as we're always happy to help.